Today we're gathering here because of Trayvon Martin. What had happened to Trayvon Martin was he was walking back to his dad's house in a gated community in Florida, Orlando, Florida. Then a guy, George Zimmerman, followed him after he was specifically told by the police dispatcher to let him be. Then they got into a scuffle and Trayvon Martin was shot. So today we're joining the marches around America in support of Trayvon Martin and justice. So, let it begin.
Bobby Rush, a prominent civil rights activist in the 60s, addressed at the House of Representatives Wednesday. Racial profiling has to stop, he said, shedding his suit blazer and revealing his hoodie under. He placed his hood on his head. While Republican Greg Harper gavelled him to stop and let his hood down, Rush began to quote the Bible, to do justly and to love mercy and to work humbly with God. The Spirit of the Lord is upon because He has anointed me to proclaim the good news. While he said, "May God bless Trayvon Martin's soul and his family," his mic was turned off and he then was escorted off the floor. My brothers and sisters, we are living in a time of a modern genocide. We are living in a day of the new Jim Crow. No, they aren't hanging us or denying our rights. They are sentencing us and taking our rights. They are killing us and justifying that. Some may ask, who are they? Police, stop harassing me. America, stop demonizing me. For this, the people are on a killing spree. We are killing one another for the lack of self-respect. Justice is taking our lives through the lack of unity. We live in a society where people like Zimmerman roam free. If that's not enough to provoke a revolutionary stand, what is? What's going on in our communities is a moral challenge, not just for the state, but for America. I'm tired of being willy lynched by police, by society, and by my own people. Trayvon Martin was only 17 on February 26 when George Zimmerman took his life away. It only took 17 years and a hoodie to deem him a no-good hoodlum. It only took Trayvon fighting for his rights not to be harassed for Zimmerman to be justified for shooting him. What makes Trayvon's case more so horrendous for me is that he's just a part of an ongoing cycle of black men unjustly killed in America. You won't be surprised who's doing the killing. You won't be surprised who's doing the killing either. The Bureau of Justice Statistics report that those who are killed by police are predominantly, not usually, predominantly young black men. I thought blacks only made up 13% of U.S. That doesn't add up. 50% of blacks killed by officers are under 35. I'm only 22, but I'm not scared and I'm willing to die for this cause. What's funny is more than half killed by police by officers' own admission were not committing a violent offense. So what justified their acts? 19 years ago, Kendrick McDad was born. His family and friends loved him, and he was a very popular football player at Azusa High School, where he graduated. On the 23rd, this Saturday, he was gunned down by Pasadena police. This devastated friends and family who tweeted things like, "No, this can't be. Rest in peace, my boy Kendrick McDad. It was an honor being able to play football with you." People posted things like it's all rainy and death is in the air in Pasadena, shaking my head. Rest in peace, Kendrick. I hate trigger-happy police. The original story said armed robber suspect shot and killed by police in Pasadena, but they couldn't demonize Kendrick. He was too loved, and they had no physical evidence that it was a weapon. This has rapidly gained attention from many different activists in LA County. They took away the young man's dreams. They left his mother with the words a lot of black mothers have to use. I just want to make sure justice is served for my son. They left a community heartbroken with no explanation. Me, along with several other Los Angeles civil rights leaders, agree that Pasadena Police Chief Philip Sanchez owes the community a play-by-play walkthrough narrative of exactly why and how McDad was gunned down. I believe this unarmed youth deserves that right, as well as the people, the privilege for him to be accounted for. Our black men in particular are heading towards extinction. We are incarcerated several times higher than any other race of people. Think of the effects that has on our families. When one out of 10 black men that are under 30 will be looking at life behind bars. We have even made ourselves the highest at risk of gang violence. 49% of gang-related murders are black men. Eventually, we're not going to have young African American man population in America. We'll all be dead or in jail. So it's time to be accountable for one another, not just for Trayvon, not just for Kendrick. It's time to be accountable, not just for Emmett or Rodney. It's time to be accountable for the youth who have big dreams that Martin Luther King fought for our little brothers and sisters who don't know who they're up against. It's time to hold justice accountable, to protect and serve. It's time to hold America accountable, to promote a better sense of me. It's time to hold ourselves accountable for one another. For you never know, you may be looking at the next Trayvon Martin now.
Like Trayvon could have easily been my son. And I'm here today to stand up for justice, but I'm also here today to stand up for my son because he's the future. And if I don't stand for him, then it's like I don't stand for him. So today I'm here for Trayvon, and I'm also here for my son, and I'm here for everything as a people.
I was apprehensive about coming today because I'd like to give the benefit of the doubt to everybody to think that the authorities were doing the right thing. But what brought me here today was the clear fact that aside from the hoodie and the glasses, I'm judged every single day based off of my color. And unfortunately, Trayvon Martin was an unfortunate victim of this. What hits even more home for me, what's even more tragic is he's no different than I. I could have been the same guy walking down that street in that neighborhood. I gave 6 years of my life to this country. I deployed and fought for this country, and that wouldn't have changed to that one ignorant man, and it happens every day. And I want us to remember that we're here not just because Trayvon was black and because Trayvon was shot and murdered. We're here for justice for everybody. It doesn't matter who we are or what's the color of our skin or where we come from. We all are judged each and every day. And I know we want to blame authorities, and I know we want to blame the government, and we want to pin it against the Republicans, and we want to pin it against everybody else. It starts with each and every one of us. We all do it in our everyday lives, and we all have to learn to be better people, learn to love one another no matter what. I hope, and that gentleman that just spoke before, I said it right. It took a tragic event to bring us together. Let's try to focus on taking positive events, a positive from a positive, and come together for those type of events. Let's not come together just because somebody gets murdered or killed. Let's come together because we want to rejoice in the happiness and the love that we share. I hope that each and every one of us, and I definitely will do it myself, learn from this. It takes each and every one of us to make this place a better world. Like I said, it's unfortunate, and I hope that this one event doesn't divide us. Unfortunately, sometimes things like this do divide us. But I hope that we can come together and learn from this one event. And I hope all of us can remember Trayvon Martin and what this cause now stands for. You know, this is our generation's opportunity to make something positive, even though it was a negative, but our coming together is a positive. So let's make this be the start, where we take a positive and we start another positive, and another positive, and another positive. So at the end of the day, when they go to point the finger at us, all they're going to be able to say is that I was wearing a hoodie. You know, I wore a hoodie to my job the other day, and I wear a hoodie underneath my suit every day, just like the congressmen do, because I want to set a message out there. A hoodie doesn't make who I am. A hoodie doesn't make who you are. What we wear And what we do each and every day as individuals and as human beings makes who we are. Our skin color doesn't make who we are. Where we're from, Pasadena, Florida, none of that matters. What matters today is who we are as human beings. We are all children of God, regardless. And those who believe in whatever beliefs, we are still all children or something of someone. Let's learn to love each other.
Mine's real brief, because I don't want to get up here and cry, but I'm ashamed to say that when this situation first happened, I wasn't really on it like how everybody is now. Like, I just thought, okay, well, something happened with some black kid and they're gonna get whoever it was. I don't really know the details and I don't really care because I don't watch the news all the time. I started getting into this story and I heard the 911 call tapes when they were released. Tears were brought to my eyes. I cried. Every time I hear it, I still cry because you could hear him screaming for help in the background and you could hear the scuffling and then you hear the shot and you don't hear him anymore. That just saddens my heart because I have a 11-year-old brother at home who is he's every bit of Trayvon Martin. My brother walks home every single day. And it just scares me to death to know that one day somebody's going to think that just because this little black boy is coming in this nice neighborhood that he doesn't belong here and he's a hoodlum. And I would never want somebody to shoot my brother because of something like that. Because he's being profiled because he's black. Or because he's being profiled because of what he wears. Everybody in this crowd is a Trayvon Martin. I see so many black brothers with hoods on right now. You look every bit of Trayvon Martin. So I just say for every one of my black brothers out here, be careful. Don't let them do this to you. This injustice right here, we need to keep this going because until there is justice brought, I'm not going to stop wearing this hood. So every day I'm going to look a mess with this hood on until there is justice brought to Trayvon Martin. And I think everybody should do the same.
You never know, you never know what's going to happen. Regardless of the situation, just pay attention, think about things, go in your classes, research stuff, pay attention to stories like this because you never know. It's mighty. It gets to me that it's in Florida and we're in California and stuff like this affects us. So if one little thing can affect us, you just need to pay attention to your surroundings at your job, school, home, everywhere because no one's safe. Like you have to understand nobody's safe. Like Ari said, like I wear this hoodie every day and look a hot mess for Trayvon Martin, even if it messes up my fashion. But I mean, it's for justice. So you guys just pay attention. This is for a good cause. Everybody coming together to wear hoods, I think is really good. So just pay attention. Don't second guess. Go with your first mind. Always think ahead. Always remember, don't just say, oh, it's racism, it's racism. This is bigger than that. Like, come on, like, really you're gonna murder somebody with Skittles in Arizona? Like, I think that's beyond, like, I can't walk around with food and a drink and I'll get shot. Like, you know, so just pay attention to everything, all your surroundings, okay?
My name's Lawrence Gandara. I just want to give a little background about where I come from. I grew up in the projects where police usually come in and start harassing the community members there. So the other day I was talking to a homegirl of mine. She said, this is becoming a trend, you know, and I stopped and I thought about it and I said, no, this isn't a trend. This has been happening for years and years and years. Since the civil rights. I have a shirt under me, under this sweater from Alabama, and this goes beyond the 60s, the 50s. It's unjust. It's completely unjust. It's been happening. It's not a trend. I usually go to the anti-police brutality marches every year. It's 022, October 22nd. If y'all haven't heard about it, check it out. But they do a little interaction with the crowd where they read out names of police brutality victims, death or beaten, and the crowd usually responds with presente. It means here. So, because these people, even though they're not here, we're the voice of the voiceless today. So I'm gonna read out some names. I know I don't have a lot. It's just, it takes days to read off all the names of these victims. But I got a few right now, and I just want to say them. And if y'all can respond with presente, means here. You know, it just shows that they're here with us today. So Kelly Thomas. Presente. Doug Zerby. Presente. Richard Rodriguez. Presente. Oscar Grant. Presente. Great House. Presente. Juan Herrera. Presente. Donovan Jackson. Presente. Javier Ovando. Presente. Trayvon Martin. Presente. I'm gonna end it there. I want to talk a little bit about black and brown unity because there's a lot of divisions put in communities where there's, you know, there's borders black and brown, and you know, I've seen the tension myself. So we need to make sure that we break down those tactics that they put into our community. You know, so those are divide and conquer. I was going to talk a lot about more about that, but then I realized this is not just about black and brown, it's about humanity. All of us are humans here, and the ultimate goal is just to progress as humanity, get together collectively and unite. Because, you know, I'm just going to quote one song, Marley, it's, they don't want to see us unite. All they want to see us is fussing and fighting. So I'm going to end it there.
And this is what the problem is. I was afraid to come up here and stand in front of people, and that's the problem with the world today is fear. We let fear control a lot of what we do and a lot of our actions. And the main problem that's been touched on several times today is a lack of unity in the body. Like it takes something so tragic as this for us to be able to get together and form a whole. Like he said, like united we stand and divided we fall. That is, I'm sorry to get religious, but that is truly the trick of the devil. His main tactic is to divide and conquer, and we let it happen because of fear. We are afraid to go in touch and agree with one another because of color. We let color judge and let us decide on who we want to become friends with. On campus all day, we see it: the blacks, the Hispanics, whites, and it's like this because of fear. And I feel as though, because and this is touching for me because I have a little brother who's 17 at home. I know everybody's saying this, but my little brother's name is Trayvon. So, and some of you might know him, some of you may not, but he goes to John Muir. And when I heard this, like, I was scared because, I mean, is that what we doing nowadays? Like, when we fight, it's a Arizona, some Skittles against a .22 caliber gun? Like, where they do that at? I don't understand it. I'm lost, like, for real. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. So my thing is that everybody fight for justice, because how it's looking right now, they don't want justice to be served. They want, and this is a big cause for us to step up and as a people and speak, because we have the power to overthrow. We have the power to come against and rise above what the judicial system says, because we created it. We are that. We are the government. We are the people. We need to stand up and take authority of the power that we have.
I'm here today for Trayvon, and not only for Trayvon, but for all the issues in the world that are going on today. And I'm with everybody on what they said, standing up as the people. And I just wanted to let you know, if you haven't joined up for change.org, it's a website, and they have a petition on there for Trayvon Martin, and to get Zimmerman arrested, and also to take back the Stand Your Ground law in Florida that Zimmerman's hiding behind. And so I encourage everybody to sign up for that, and sign all the petitions on there. Great stuff for the whole U.S. and around the world. And I just want to say increase the peace, because it's way too much violence out here. And it's like you can't even say hi to anybody without just me as who I am. Walking down the street, I say hi to somebody, they get scared. It's just not right. And I don't know, it just hits home with everybody. And I'm glad everyone came out. So thank you.
No peace!
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
I dropped. That's my way. Oi, oi, bang, bang, every day the same thing. Oi,
Justice for Trayvon now! Justice for Trayvon now!
Justice for Trayvon now!
Justice
For Trayvon now!
Justice
For Trayvon now!
Justice for Trayvon now! Justice!
High five, everyone, for being here today. High five.
I like that.
Not afraid, not afraid. No peace.
Say it again.
I say people, y'all say power.
Power.
No justice, no peace.
Racist police.
No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace.
No racist police. No justice, no peace.
No racist police. No justice, no peace. No racist police. No justice, no peace.
No racist police.
No justice, no peace. No racist police.
Say what?
Justice, no peace.
No more stolen lives. Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives. Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives. Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives. Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives.
Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives.
Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives.
Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives.
Killing Trayvon was a crime.
No more stolen lives.
Killing Trayvon was a crime.
Stolen lives.
Killing Trayvon. We can't take it no more.
Fired up.
We can't take it no more.
We burn up.
Can't take it no more.
We burn up.
Can't take it no more.
We burn up.
Can't take it no more. Can't take it no more.
We burn up. Can't take it no more. We're burned up.
Can't take it no more.
Justice for Trayvon now.
Justice for Trayvon now.
Justice for Trayvon now.
Justice for Trayvon now.
Never be divided.
The people united will never be divided. The people united will never be divided.
The people united will never be divided.
Just
For a cause.
oh, okay. I like that. All right, my brother.
No justice!
No justice, no peace.
No justice!
No justice, no peace.
No justice!
No justice, no peace.
We would like to thank everybody for coming out. No justice, no peace. No racist police, no racist neighborhood watch, no racist anybody. So right now, as we are getting ready to conclude our rally and march, I would just like to have a moment of silence right now for anyone that was a victim of police brutality and also Trayvon Martin, Kendrick, McDodd, everyone. So if everybody could please bow their heads.